A24 has produced some bizarre movies like Midsummer, Hereditary, The Green Knights, and many more. They have built a reputation for turning the surreal into the profound. But among all of these beautiful stories, there's one that caught me off the guard in the quietest and in most unsettling way. It's called Lamb. The movie was directed by Valdemar Johnson, who was also associated with the films like Oblivion, Batman Begins, and Rogue One. So The Lamb, it is a movie where a couple called Maria and Ingvar lives in an isolated Icelandic farm. They are sheep farmers, no children, and we are never told why, but we see it. The way they move, tired, emotionally still. And it is nicely shown by the director, as at the beginning, almost for 10 minutes, there are no dialogues in the film. In the farmhouse, the couple essays to give birth to the lamb. When lambing season comes, they help bringing new life into the world. Anyways, the movie starts with a growling sound that moves towards the lambing barn. Inside, we can see the animals were freezing in cold. Every lamb turns towards the growling sound, wide-eyed and silent, as if something unusual has entered in the room. As a shape draws closer, panic sets in, and then quiet. One lamb stumbles out alone, collapsing on the floor, breathing shallow and body trembling. Then cut to back in the farmhouse. Maria stands at the window. Her husband joins her, but she barely acknowledges him. Her attention is fixed on something out in the dark, something she can still hear, but the growling just beyond the reach of the porch light. At that time, the radio hums in the background, playing a Christmas podcast. At first, it feels like a filler, but it has a dark symbolism, and I'm coming to this point later. Then the movie shifts to the next couple of days, where the couple's daily rituals in the farm were shown, like farming, breeding, etc. But this time, something was different. Their dog starts barking, locked into one lamb in particular. Unexpectedly, it's pregnant, and the birth isn't easy. There's hesitation in the eyes as they help deliver it. Something about it feels off. Maria scoops the newborn into her arms, wrapping it gently in a blanket. We barely see it. Just a lamb's head quietly drinking from a bottle. But for the first time in what feels like forever, Maria smiles, a real one. She hums, holding the newborn close, and she seems completely taken. They treat the lamb like any new parents would, cuddling on the couch, feeding her bottles, calling her with a name, Ada. But every day outside, we get to see her birth mother still cries for her, bleating at the window day after day. So one day, Maria asks Ingvar to watch her, but he doesn't. And then Ada goes missing. Panic sets in. They find her by the river, clinging to the lamb who gave birth to her. It is the lamb's original mother trying one last time to take her child back. But Maria took Ada from her actual mother. And that's when we finally see her. Ada, a fragile blend of lamb and child, a human body and lamb's face. But to Maria and Ingvar, she is theirs. And they'll define nature itself to keep her that way. This showcases that this isn't just above love. It's about feeling the unbearable silence where a child could have been from both sides, the human and the animal. But the desperation of the mother lamb still haunting Maria. So she took her rifle and killed the mother lamb. With just one shot, she ends it with no hesitation. She drags the body away and buries it where no one will find it. It's clear now. She has made her choice. Nothing, not even nature itself, will come between her and the child she's claimed as her own. This showcases a human dominance over natural order, where the human mother triumphing over the animal one. It is an unspoken act of human dominance, where love disguises control, and the weaker species becomes a silent justification. Then the moment comes when we get to see Maria visits a small cluster of gravestones on their land, and among them is the one marked Ada. It confirms what we have sensed all along. They lost a child, and the grief never left. Ada, the lamb child, isn't just loved, she is feeling a void. Here it links how the movie started with Christmas, and it symbolizes Ada as their Christmas gift. Also, in the halfway through the film, when Ingvar quietly tells Ada the story of the 2nd of Demolin while making Ada sleep in her crib, it is an Icelandic story where a prince who was cursed to become a swan but broke the curse and turned human again. It's more than a bedtime story, it's a symbolism of hope. If they love Ada hard enough, if she raises her like a daughter, not a lamb, maybe one day, Ada will become fully human, maybe, and maybe the spell will break. Okay, so if you want to skip the next part, then go to this timestamp, as it is going to be a spoiler. The fairy tale always ends in one of two ways: redemption or punishment. And in case of this movie, it is no difference. At the ending, we can see in the farmhouse, Maria's attention was broken only by a distant gunshot. She runs towards the sound, but it was too late. Before she comes, we can see Ingvar is on the ground, bleeding out. Standing over them is the creature from the beginning, and this is the first time we can see it. It is a half lamb and half human, Ada's true father. He reaches for Ada, and though Ingvar tries to hold on, his grip slips. She is led away into the mountains, hand in hand with the beast, casting one last tearful glance back. By the time Maria arrives, it's over. Ingvar is gone, and Ada is lost. So it comes to the full circle, where the battle of parenthood was won again by the living being who occupy the apex position in the animal kingdom hierarchy. In this case, the battle was won by the ram man against the human. But I still think the saddest part of the lamp isn't the ending. It's that for a moment, a brief, quiet moment, Maria really believed Ada could be whole. That if she loved her enough, Ada might grow into something fully human, a real daughter. Like maybe we are still telling the story of the cursed swan prince, only this time the curse was not broken. It was just renamed as hope. Many people questioned about the ending of the movie, like, is this related to any fairy tale or folklore? But the director himself said even he is not sure, so he made the ending open to all audiences. So yeah, Lamb is weird, it's slow, it barely speaks, but under all of that silence is something raw and honest. That's kind of parental love that's equal parts of devotion and delusion, and maybe it asks some question to the society itself.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are looking for something to watch, here is my April watch list. You can click the video here. Stay connected, meet you in the next.